Hello everyone, welcome back. This is going to be game 2 and possibly game 3 if there is one. We didn't combine it with the last video just because it was so long. So if you guys missed game 1, I will put that in the link below and you can watch me play against her there. And yeah, that's all I got. So let's watch this game. And do note that we are going to be playing crazy fast because there are only 16 minutes left in the round. And, you know, I'm assuming I'm always making it to a game 3. So we are going to be cooking. And, you know, this is very nice of her to do. As she won game 1, she could take her time if she wanted to. But, you know, that's not very sporty. So we are going to be playing fast. I literally give up looking for an experience token because I'm trying to go so fast. So we just use a sleeve and we're saying, hey, I got +2. She played the cell block guard while I was doing that. And then we swing in there. So she has a 4-2. I still have the initiative. My C3PO going to do some work. We do whiff off it again. But that's okay. Okay, it's okay. We play our Good Morning Guards, which is one more stat than the Cell Block Guard. She pumps up the Cell Block Guard to a 4-4. We get in the 2 damage when we can, and then she's probably just going to grab initiative. And as you guys see, we are cooking this game. We are already on 5 resources, and it's only been 1 minute. Like, that is crazy fast. So now that she's at 5, she can summon Tarkin. We're also at 5, so we could be doing some Han shenanigans, which I'm also probably going to do this game, just because she's already tapped out, so there's no overwhelming barrage threat anymore. She gets to a 4-5, and a really clean way to win this game would be to, like, Han effect into attacking with Han, and then getting, like, a Han Solo out. But I notice that the Royal Guard is actually bigger than my Han Solo, so I'd be really sad about that. So we actually just delay the Han Solo 1 turn. And we kill the Devastator. We had PTSD from our last match. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. But we had PTSD from the last match. Great. And now it is 6-6 resources. So we didn't get to do any resupply shenanigans, and we are playing the same-ish mid-range game as last time. But I'm hoping this one, I actually get to play a 7 or 8 drop on this turn, and it becomes a little stronger. So I have no fear about summoning Han. She only has 4 open resources. I don't think there's much she can do, unless she's playing something like out of color. It's like no good to be dead for 4. She plays a Sentinel out. We immediately kill it with Han. Tarkin is not big enough to kill our Han, so she probably just goes face there, buffs up the Yularen, and boom, I play a 7-drop. We're feeling a lot better this game because I actually played a 7-drop on curve. And again, it's 1 turn before her, so even if she has a Vader here, which we know we just saw her hand and she didn't, even if she has a Vader here, we still have our 7-drop, so we're feeling pretty good. Oh, and we see that we have a Reinforcement Walker and a Home One in our hand. Man, this game looks like it's literally on ×2 speed. Maybe the better way to enjoy it would be half speed, but then I'd sound like a crazy robot. So we do lose 1 resource from the turn before. We have a never Han ability this game besides when we attacked with Han. She has the initiative, though, so she could definitely just trade into our Han Schmolo, and he'd be dead. And then I think in a normal game, I would definitely go 97th Legion to Tarkin and just control the field. But also, maybe that'd be wrong, too, because then that like just is so clean for Vader to clean up before I get any damage in. So I'm just like, nah, we going face. Face is the place. If we're winning this game, we need to kill her fast. Pay 6 for a Ruthless Raider, which is a very nice card. I actually really, really like Ruthless Raider. I'm trying to make some fun decks with them. We take 2. We summon Han. We don't ambush. And we're literally just hoping that we can hit the face twice with 2 big guys. Again, we are on a time crunch. Lucky for me, I like playing fast. So when I do play fast against an opponent, I feel like I have a slight advantage because I don't mind just getting it in. So now my 97th Legion is at 8 attack, swings for 8, puts her down to 10. She's in a really rough spot. The Raider is untapped. She'll, I think, realize soon. If we look at her hand, she has, you know, some buff cards. She has a Sentinel unit. But playing a Sentinel unit, it's just going to die and take the 6. But you got to do it right. You can't just take 6 to face. So here we are. Just keep threatening on. I was actually thinking, I was like, oh, maybe I should have Han abilitied. Just to get 1 more damage in the 97th Legion, but I didn't. So, yeah. But here we go, Reinforcement Walker, and we just immediately heal 3. I even said it, I think, before I looked at the card. I was just like, I'm healing 3. I don't need cards in my hand. It is literally just a race. And as you see, it really is. So I have 14 damage left to take, and she has 10. So I just need to get 2 hits in. I do have the initiative, so boom. She is at 1 now, and she has a lot of work to do. How many resources is she at now, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, she didn't have a Sentinel unit, and wablamo, guys. That was a crazy fast game. You know, I don't remember if she mulliganed this one or not. I actually think she did. So, you know, her hand was what her hand was. And yeah, we just played our dudes out really fast. Actually, if we went slower, I don't know if much would have changed. Like I said, I actually probably would have swung 97 Legion to Tarkin if I was taking my time. Which, you know, in hindsight, I don't think that was the right play. I think 97th Legion going in to face is definitely right. Make her swing Tarkin into my guy and Vader. Like, let her kill 2 of her units. Why am I doing work for her? So maybe that's just a lesson learned for me, is that I need to, you know, go face more. Because while life is a resource, when your resource is low, you could die. And yeah, so that was a less than a 6-minute game where we both got to 8 resources, which is pretty fast. But hey, if you guys are repping for a tournament, you know how fast you can play now. Okay, so we play C-3PO, and we do hit the wing leader. Sometimes calling 3 just always gets there. Wing leadering our C-3PO is just such a strong play too. I don't remember if I do it this game, but that is one of the reasons C-3PO is so good, because it becomes a 3/6 body, which is just nuts. We opt for the resupply, which again is the dream. So maybe we finally can hit the dream against her this time. So yeah, now we're at 5 resources and she's at 4. And green-black, again, I don't think has like any disruption for our Han here unless you're playing something out of color, which I don't think she is. So we just use Han ability, go to 6 resources, and then summon Han. And now we're going to 7 after we swing with Han. And we're putting her in this really uncomfortable spot that I'm at 7 resources and you're at 4. Like, that's brutal. And me being able to summon Han before she can summon her leader is also crazy. And boom, we go U-wing. So far this game has been 1 minute and 20 seconds, and I'm already at 7 resources. So that's pretty nuts. We're thinking about what to get, and we do just get the best card possible this time. We U-wing into our Han, and yeah, this is real tough to come back from. If you guys like, look at the board state right now. Like, I have my leader and a 6/6, and she has not summoned her leader yet, so she has to spend an action to do that, and only has a 1/4. Well, that 1/4 might do work though, because it does start, you know, making things scary. But she's only at 5 resources. We do have to kill 2 of ours, so we're heading back down to 6. But there's nothing threatening our Han, so we could actually play another 7-drop this turn if we have it. I can't really see my hand, but I did see Waylay, Gamorrean Guards. Plays the Lauren to heal a little bit. I think I actually kill Piet because I'm like nervous about ambush next turn. Summon the Tarkin. So it'd be cool if I played Surprise Strike. We do 1 into Tarkin. I'm so ahead on board that I don't want to like ruin that control. So I do just trade into the Tarkin, and then Han Solo can finish the job here, which I'm feeling good about because again she's only at 5 resources, so Vader is not coming next turn. We're just gonna like super hard control the board right now and just play out bodies and then start turning them sideways. We get the Bright Hope value to return the C-3PO to hand. We play back out the C-3PO. We call 3. Now that's some value. Do think I need to kill a resource right now. Hopefully we don't forget. I think my Han swung, right? 4-8. But another problem when you guys play too fast is you forget. Oh, looks like I remembered. I think I just asked her how many resources she had. That's like the best way to remember if you did it or not, guys. Just check how many resources you have. I resupplied, so I should be 1 up. She plays out a Sentinel unit, which just eats my Han Solo. Hey, this is a problem with Overwhelming Barrage, guys, right? She has 2 Overwhelming Barrage. I think that's a Relentlessness, which she actually does play that, so it's pretty crazy. If you're ever behind on board, Overwhelming Barrage does nothing. It is so hard to do anything with that card. And she just grabs initiative, which blows. I don't feel like she did much. We're going up to 8 resources, and we're going to play an 8-drop. We play a Reinforcement Walker. We think about it for a little bit, but I'm like, yeah, life is probably just more important. I think at this point there's like 6 minutes remaining, or 7 or something on the game clock. So we don't have to play incredibly fast, but we can't be too slow either. But this is a tough position to come back from. She does have the initiative, so she could lead with one of those overwhelming barrages, but that's only 5. 5 is actually not killing anything. She played it, and I was like, do you want to try something different? I was like, because I thought she thought that it was going to do 6 and kill something. But now looking at her hand, it's literally her only play, so just really unlucky for her. She just ends up doing a lot of damage to the biggest thing. I Han value traded away. And now I'm just feeling really good, right? I have 2 huge bodies. She has no board. She just grabs the initiative. We swing for 6. Back to 28 now. Swing for 2. But this is like some of the problem why Han is actually so good against mid-range. Because when you hit that resupply into Han, you always win the game. Like, it is almost impossible for your opponent to come back from that. You just feel like you're playing 2-3 turns ahead of them. And it's really hard to deal with. Like, you're just like, I was just playing on curve, and my opponent played a 7-drop on my 4-drop curve. Like, that's not okay. Especially when the 7-drop doesn't take any damage and kills your unit for free. Like Han Solo, the unit is one of the best ones to play really early because it just kills everything they do for free, which is brutal. Palpatine finally comes out, kills my Han Solo because Han Solo would kill Palpatine for free. But we're just counting damage, and we got 6, 10, 11, 14, 16. And yeah, well, blammo, that's it. And you see, we still have 5 cards in hand. Like Han Solo has a lot of this value, and you guys can kind of imagine this against Control. If like this was our turn versus Control, like they would have board wiped me, right? I don't know if I would have played this many. I would definitely return Falcon to my hand. So let's say this was a game against Control, and it took this long for them to get to 8 resources, and they drew the Super Laser Blast. So they would have blown up my entire field, but they would have only been at 15 left, and I would have, again, returned Falcon to hand against a Control deck. So I'd had 6 cards in hand, and I think she only had like 2 cards at this point. So, you know, this is also how it beats Control as well, because then I could think about, hey, do I just 97th Legion here? I think if I was at 9 resources, I do 97th Legion because I can Han into 10 and swing with the Falcon and avoid Power of the Dark Side and Avenger. But, like, again, I could just go Falcon and play a 3-drop and then just swing 3, put it at 12, and, you know, it becomes really hard for the Control player to come back from that because, again, I just have such a big hand size. And you can even, like, loop Falcons and Waylays because you can Waylay your own card. So you can just be like, Falcon, Waylay it, Falcon, and then next turn just do the same thing. And they can just never interact with the Falcon, which is just so annoying for them. So that's another way that we could have just beat Control there. But yeah, also Control wouldn't have had like units on their field. So I think they might have been a little bit lower than 15 as well. Well, guys, that was 2 crazy fast games, but that's how I usually feel like the mid-range match goes for me when I play against it. Game 1 was definitely an anomaly because we missed our 7 drops 3 turns in a row. Which is just, I think, very unlucky. But when we don't miss them, you just put so much pressure on your opponent that can be hard for him or her to come back from. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Sorry, I did play against a woman. Sorry if I ever used he. I might have done it a little bit in the first video. I just so used to saying he. I was trying to catch myself. Got to get better at that. I use he a lot for just like generic stuff, but should use correct pronouns. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys trying my channel out and giving me a go. But yes, we are playing a showdown today. We are actually leaving in 1 hour to go play in that showdown. I'm going to try to get video footage from not just my games, but some other games there as well. We are going to be bringing Hans. It is the exact list I just posted, except I'm trying out repairs in the sideboard today because I noticed that the only time I lose to Sabine is when they draw 2 or 3 of their burn spell and just hit me for 12 to the face. But if I play repair at any time in that late game scenario, I always win because I'm usually like exactly at 12 and they just play 3 in a row. It's really obnoxious. But if I just repair, I actually probably just win. So we're trying that card out. I actually think it might be better than I think it is. Like, I think it actually might just win me a lot of games. I do think the Sabine matchup is favored, but having the repair might just actually put it over the top where I never lose again. So that'd be nice. We'll find out today, guys. I will let you know how the showdown goes, and hopefully we'll come back with that W. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, peace.